Hello and welcome to socialproofnow.com help videos. All right, let's get started. Let's log in. We're going to put in our email address, our password, click login, and then once we're logged in, we're going to be brought to the dashboard page. So you can see here we have two campaigns that we have on our account. Now campaigns or domains, I say domain, but so when I say domain, I really mean campaign. So we have two domains set up here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the cookie notification. We're going to go over that and I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to be doing it with this website. So I'm going to click on there. And these are all the notifications that we have set up for our other videos. And you can see this is the status. You can turn it on and off from here also on the dashboard. So today though, we're going to do a new one, the cookie notification. So we're going to create notification. We're going to click on that. And then once we do that, we're going to go down. So we're going to click here, cookie notification. And I'm going to just call this cookie one for the sake of the video. You can name it whatever you want. It's going to be your notifications. You can get really, really concise with it if you want to. But for this, I'm going to call it cookie one. And I'm going to click submit. Okay, so here is a preview of what it can look like. Okay, so first what we're going to do is I want to tell you why this is important. Now you can do this on your site, especially in certain countries like the European Union passed some strict laws now with privacy and how they're storing all of people's personal data. So they have got really, really strict with cookies. So this is something that if you're in the European Union, you can have this on your site. You can have it pop up so people know randomly. You can have it pop up. And I'm sure there's other countries that also have it here. Here in the United States, we are something we look at, but it's not as strict. So, but this is just another notification. If you want people to know that, you're on top of things, you would have this link to your privacy page. So let's get started on that. Okay, basic settings would be just what it has here. It has this website uses cookies to ensure you get the best experience on our website. I'm just going to leave that. And like I said, if they click on learn more, that is learn more, they are going to put that here, the URL to the privacy policy of their website. And then the button text OK. If they want to, they click on that, it's going to go to the same URL which you're going to put here. So you don't have to have learn more. You can just use the button, but I guess for demo purposes we're showing you that. And then this site here, image.icons8.com, is great for images like this, the smaller ones. It's free. They have a paid version too, but the free version gives a lot of great little images, so you can use that. So I'm going to leave that the way it is for now. I'm going to click update. Then I'm going to go to triggers. Okay, triggers are when do you want the notifications to show? Now, if you want this on all of your pages, you're just going to leave that. If not, you can turn it off. But here, you can have it exactly on a website. Like, in other words, if you wanted to, you can show this just on a certain page. You could show it on the last page, the first page, maybe some pages having to do with taking the info, like a sign-up form. So you can have the sign-up form URL here, and it'll show just there. You can actually have it where it contains like certain parts of a URL, if it starts with a certain part of a URL or ends with it, or if certain words, like if say privacy is on some of the pages, it'll show up there. Whatever you want it to do, you have the option to do all this. I'm going to leave it on there, and I'm going to leave the trigger on for the sake of this video. I'm going to leave the trigger on because I want it to show at the end. Now, when do you want it to show up? Do you want it to show up as soon as they go on the website? So you can put 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. Do you want to wait for 60 seconds? This is all in seconds. I'm going to leave it on 1 so it shows up right away, like I said, for the sake of the video. Display notification once per session. The visitor is the browser. Once they close the browser, the visitor session is cleared. Okay, now also, do you want this, so you can leave that on or off, it's completely up to you. Do you want this to show up on small screens? In other words, screens that are 768 pixels I leave it on because yes, people are always on their phones or their iPads, but that's totally up to you. Again, this is all about you customizing it to the way you want it. I leave it on. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to click update. Okay. And then display. How long do you want it displayed? Do you want it 5 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever you want. You can change it here or you can change it like this. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it to -1 so it stays up for the sake of the video. Do you want it the bottom left, the middle, the top? You have all of these here that you can choose from. I'm going to do this on the bottom left because that's where people's eyes go. But again, for this, maybe you want it on the top. Actually, maybe we'll try top center because this is a cookies policy. Okay, do you want to display a close button on there like an X? If you do, leave it on. If not, turn it off. Do you want to display branding? Now, if you're an enterprise member, your branding is going to show there anyway, but if you're not, it'll be our branding. So if you want to keep that on there and show people about how great Social Proof Now is, socialproofnow.com is, that's great. If not, you can turn it off and then you can update that. Okay, and see it's off. Now customize. Description color is black. The background is white. Now it's here, it's just because it's white. So if you click there, let's make it red, okay? Because it's something that is important and you're gonna click save. The button color is black, I'll leave that. The button color wording, I'm sorry, is white. So let's see what else. Let's make that blue. No, how about yellow? Okay. Just want to show you how easy it is. Do you want it rounded like it is or do you want it straight? Now there's a drop shadow under here. You could probably, I don't know if you can see it, but if you don't want the shadow, just click that off. See, it's gone. The drop shadow is nice against the white. It shows it, I don't know, it just makes it look nicer. Without it sometimes, it looks kind of bland. So I like the shadow. It kind of looked like it doesn't have a border. Now, if you want a border, though, you can do between 0 and 5, or 1 and 5. Let's do 5, and let's do the border, not red. How about blue, just for the sake of showing you. Save. And then see there, okay. And do you want it to fade in, or slide, or zoom, or bounce? Let's do slide in and slide out. Yes, okay. Okay, so once you have all of your dimensions in, just click update. Okay, very important. So it's ready to roll, but it's not going to do anything unless you put it on. So here, this is the on button. If you don't put that on, you're going to be sitting there and wondering what happened to my notification. You're going to think you did something wrong. The only thing you didn't do was put it on. So just make sure it's green. Okay, so let's see how this looks. And I think I did it from the top, so let's just refresh the website I have here. And there you go. Now, this, you can, like I said, you can have it go away in 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. For the sake of the video, though, I have it staying on there. Now, there are certain things you might want to keep on there that you think are important, and you can. Remember, just do the -1. So that is for, this video is for the cookie notification. I hope it helps, and I will see you all in the next video.